Hello. Um, I just want to say I give credit I was so jealous of my brother. He was taking all my attention. I tried to kill him when I was 3. I knew he needed oxygen to breathe. My mom thought it was so cute. Because I was 3. My dad raised me in some righteousness and a lot of freedom. And I chose this dad in the pre-existence. He's not the most righteous dad in America. I would have hated that dad. And he means well, obviously. But I don't want all of righteousness. I just want a little bit. And then freedom after that. I'm not saying I'm gonna raise my kids like that. I might raise one of them like that. I don't know how I'm gonna raise my kids. I don't even know if I'm gonna have kids, but I want kids. But you have to get married to have kids, obviously. Unless you mess up. And if you mess up, just go with it. Go for it. There's bigger sins out there for sure. Oops, I love too many people. It's alright. It's better than not enough. Sometimes. I could justify a lot of different behaviors, but I'm just saying, for me, I'm really sensitive. I know I don't act like it all the time, but I started with no sex because God said so, and I ended with no sex because I'm saving myself. And it's usually the other way around. For people, they start off by saying, I'm saving myself for marriage. But even if God told me tomorrow, hey, you can have sex with whoever you want. No. I don't hate anyone. If I call somebody out, I either hate the behavior and love you. I mean, I guess I could hate you temporarily. But when I look back to God, when I look away from your sins and I look back to God, oh my goodness, then I look back on you, I don't see you for your sins anymore. Now, maybe there's an exception. Yeah, there is. I've heard some things. I don't want anyone to go to hell. There's a reason why we learn about Hitler in school. They asked us that question one time. Why do you think we're learning about this? Are there anything else we could learn about? And everyone's just thinking about what they're going to have for lunch. And stuff. Everyone feels so powerless. Well, this guy wasn't powerless. Same species as you. I was scared. The first time I said something that I knew everyone was going to hate. Or 99%, or whatever you want to call it, 90%. there's some stuff that I just have to say, even though it's silly. And it's... My friend just texted me and he said, I love you. There's an old woman walking across the street. But she's dressed really nice and she looks like she's using a walker. It's not a spot where she needs help. That's why I'm gonna let her go. She's not hungry. She looks... Do you think this world's heaven because you live in Livermore? My dad lived like hell, so I can live in heaven. I want to say it so bad. Can I say it? I don't care that William Smith got up there and slapped the guy in the face. Get my wife's name out of your mouth. But I also don't mind the joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke. Yeah, but that's my wife. And I thought it was funny, to be honest. But she went like this. And Will Smith's like, and that's my, oh man, now I see what's going on. That's my God right there. That's the God I serve. She has all the power and all this power over him. Well, you can't just go up and slap comics. That's fair. But the context is a bunch of cameras around. This is why I like it. Because Will Smith thought he was doing good. Now he found out later, oh, that was bad and I broke all sorts of rules and all this stuff, and nobody thought it was cool except for Eric, who's a weird guy in Livermore. But I hate watching my videos back and then I like scratch my nose or pick my nose. But what this is? Jack in the Box. Free advertisement. They didn't sponsor me. They gave me this water for free. I went to one. I went to an acting audition because I always wanted to be an actor. And it was like really cringe. I forgot all my lines. Even though I'd practiced them, I just got to the table as Campbell's chicken noodle soup, the best soup in the town, and good. At the end, good. I was really embarrassed, and she's like, "Oh, you could be a dancer." She gives me this packet. I said, "I don't think I did very good." She's like, "You didn't." The modeling, I wanted to be a model. She's like, eh. The modeling was free. But they lied to us. Kind of. Not really, actually, but we were all tricked. I mean, it misinterpreted. We're like, oh, I guess we just see things differently. They said free audition, not free chance to be an actor if you do really well. That's what we all thought. And it was like free audition, and if you do really well, you could be an actor and get paid. All you have to do is just be a great actor, and that's in our heads. We're like, whoa, you could be an actor, and then just the way they advertise it, and then we get there, and it's like they taught us about acting and stuff like that. And then we do our audition, but they don't really care about what you do. Then they give you a packet, and the packet's like, okay, now give us $2,000 or $1,200, and then these pros will fly in, and then there's a 95% chance they'll reject you. But technically, they could see something in you. Oh, this guy's a good actor. But really, it's just a scam. Or, I don't know. Maybe it's not a scam. But it's like not what we thought. It was a scam the way Charlie Kirk says scam, right? Not a good investment. I had done 2 years worth of Snapchat. Oh, that's kind of cool. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a straight. It's 457 with 6-3. I'm here at Taco Bell. It's another great company. It's so tasty and it's so it's so cheap. I mean, it's almost, yeah. Minimum wage is $20 an hour. And you could get nice food here. There's this other company I like called McDonald's. And it's the best slogan ever. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. It's the purpose of life. Oh, you guys got a good... I wish In-N-Out Burger. I'm loving it. Oh, but separation of powers. Separation of powers. Like in the U.S. we have separation of powers. Self-control. I almost said a secret. Keep that between us. Would you rather worship a God that you're maximally satisfied with, super comfortable, happy, or a bigger and better God that you despise a little bit? You can't stand at times. Higher quality, way less comfortable, less intimacy at first. I mean, you gotta get to know the better God. The first God did nothing wrong. No mistakes. We're made to worship. You pick one. Pick one. Well, how is the second one better? How is the second one better? That's a great question. They change you. That's just one of the ways. The one that you're maximally comfortable with, they don't change you. Change is uncomfortable for a lot of people. Best game of apples to apples I've ever played in my life. A lot of great games. It's my favorite card game. You can't really play it. You can't play it for money. I don't think. Maybe there's a way to play it for money, actually. Wow, I just thought of a bunch of ways to play it for money. Okay, thank you. But put that to the side for now. There's a lot of ways you can play that for money. I like these little waters. And you know why I bought them? The only reason why I bought them, they were underpriced. It was the first time I've ever seen water like this at 0.9 cents per ounce. You'll never beat it. You'll never beat this. The water itself doesn't taste very good compared to other waters. I mean, it's great compared to... It's really good, actually. It's grown on me. It was gross at first, but it's getting better now. My dad didn't choose me, I chose him. He's not the most righteous dad in the country, but he's the best dad for me. And honestly, for pretty much anyone. Because if you want to be a little hooligan, oh, okay, go for that. I mean, there are certain sins. Pride in sports, he was never going to let that happen. But I was just like, that's weird. I got back into it a little bit to make fun of other people. I don't think I'm that great. Even if I have the world record. Just the best human. Humans are trash. Now, do you know that? Because the Bible says so. And why do you believe the Bible? Why do you believe the Bible? That might be its own video. You're an idiot. There's different levels of respect that I have for different atheists, agnostics, and those breeds of, you know, I have different levels of respect for different people. I have different levels of respect for different beliefs. I have a higher view of man now than I ever have in my life. So if you're a human, I have a very high view of you. Even though I said humans are trash. Well, what? So how is it both? Oh, it's relative. It's all relative. We're trash compared to God. I love Ryan Earl. He's a learner. He observes. He's not a creep because he's a good-looking kid and he wears nice clothes. Otherwise, you'd say he's a creep. Like me, I look like a creep right now because I have, facial hair. Or something, right? If I had longer hair, I'd look like a creep. Like Charlie Kirk was debating someone and he goes like this. And she goes, your face looks creepy. And he goes, smiling is creepy? And she goes, no, your smile is creepy. And this girl's like, oh, got him. Like, leave it on the side. But she wouldn't have even thought that. She wouldn't have thought that at all if he was pro-choice, Democrat, this and this. It was like, it wouldn't look creepy. It's just, it looks creepy now that you're pro-life and Republican. I was gonna say you're cute, but now you're ugly. I wouldn't be able to do the calling that I'm gonna be doing if I was ugly. I'm not ugly. I'm very good looking. Actually, thank you. I'm not a 10. Even if I lost weight and someone somewhere is gonna think I'm a 10. But people's whatever flaws I have, I took a long time painting this face in the pre-existence. I think I have a good face. I'm a face guy. Everyone is objectively a 10 on an absolute scale. On a capped absolute scale, 10 out of 10, everyone. Even the ugliest person on earth is by far a 10 on an absolute scale. But on a relative scale, no. The most beautiful person is far more beautiful than the most ugly person. But yeah, it depends what you mean by beauty and how much of, girls have a different definition than guys. So Jordan Peterson is amazing. It depends what you mean by beauty. It really does. It really does. Really? Really? uh I don't need to have kids to raise kids. I just need to be the president of the United States of America, or something, or the candidate, D-A-T-E, 2032, candidate. My, you know, if you're playing basketball and the game's on the line, and you shoot a three-pointer and it's an air ball, is that heaven or hell? Well, we all agreed the ball should go in the hoop. Objectively, hell. Subjectively, whatever you want. Do you want to sync up to the objective truth? Or do you want to deviate? I may or may not have missed that on purpose. I wanted you guys to win. What? What? I wanted you guys to win this time. My dad never let me win in chess, I don't think. Already let me win in other sports. I have a sin that I want to confess. It's a big one. I went to Camelot Park. It's called Boomers. Yeah, well, I call it Camelot Park. better name for it. Well, Boomers is the new company. Okay, Boomers. There was this amazing game. Dance Dance Revolution. There's this one song. It brought me so much euphoria. I wanted to play again. Bigger bottles are generally better. You get more water. But these ones remind us of our young. If you take a hammer and you make the handle smaller, it's cute. I said to my dad, will we ever come back here so I could play it again? He said, absolutely. I said, you promise? Yeah. said, will you give me $100 if we don't? He said, sure. Like within 6 months or 2 months, yeah. Listen. $522 just popped up. I want to talk about this. It's okay to call people, places, things. It's okay to call. Listen. Matthew 5:22, it says, you're in danger of hellfire. Who says thou fool? Anyone who says thou fool is in danger of hellfire and Raka. Okay. So why do I do it so much? Because I'm living dangerously. That's the truth. I'm living dangerously. And I'm in a country where there's freedom of speech. And we're the only country on earth where we're allowed to criticize the ones who they tell us are in power. But I'll tell you this. I used to call my brother an idiot unrighteously as a kid. But I call people an idiot righteously today. And there's a difference. And one of them is more dangerous than the other. And one of them is more dangerous than the other. Both of them are dangerous. I mean, if you call someone an idiot out of love, they might get offended. That's fine. I have the freedom of speech. I'm in America. I'm in laws. I got all that stuff. But in another country, it might be more dangerous to offend somebody. Proverbs 28:23. He'll respect you in 5 minutes 5 hours, 5 days, 5 years, the long run. Oh, thank God that guy offended me. And I didn't like it. But, I mean, there was a time where I was sticking my hand in my brother's mouth and he's just like, oh. But at the end of it, my dad's like, you're the hair. There was a giant hair in his mouth. Gosh, and he was just like, oh. And I took the hair out. And my dad's like, oh, he's trying to help you. And then I helped him. But I called him a Dumbo. I saw the movie Dumbo, and I was like, oh, that reminds me of my brother. He's a Dumbo. Listen, if you're the best in the world at something, like let's say physics, you're the best in the world. Technically, everyone in the world is an idiot compared to you in physics. So you can start calling everyone an idiot. But should you do that? Should you not do that? Depends on how you want to live. Depends how you want to interact with the world. If you want to get popular, some people are into that. It's funny when that guy calls that guy an idiot. Like my dad, he said he used to. I mean, he says it's a funny joke if it's not on you. That is a funny joke if it's not on you. And that's his way of saying, I got burned by one of those one time. And I don't want it on anyone else now. But my thing is, if the joke is funny enough, only Rosie O'Donnell. Worth it. Hashtag worth it. It was just so funny. Oh, I will always faint at the sight of a cop car. It's just like authority. I was just like, and I already know they got all the guns and the weapons and backed by the city, which is bad. And I was just like, well, GG. That's when you know it's GG. And I've had cops. I just seeing cops and just seeing the uniform just makes me faint. Because if it's just two dudes, yes, they could beat me up, but I know they're afraid to beat me up. They got to get a really good deal. And it's like, I don't know. But the cops have righteous power the cops in this country. And people say, oh, there's a cop right there. It's called policeophobia. Even if you're it's kind of like, I told the government, I was going door to door with a Bible, evangelizing one time. Everyone called the cops because it's like, hey, we're too rich for this. And then, okay. The cop came over to me, he's like, hey, so you can't just walk up to people's doors and knock on the door with a Bible. Well, I mean, you can, but they called the cops, and I kind of just want this awkward situation to end. And he's like, wait, you didn't do anything wrong, actually? This is really weird for me. And I said, well, I'm not going to stop because you told me to. I'm going to stop because everyone in this city is too rich, and it's not going to work. The reason why we send out 18 to 26-year-olds is because at least they're butt naked beautiful. We have a chance with the tour guides. It's just, you open the door, you go to slam it, and it's just, oh, damn. Hot damn. Sisters especially. Obviously. Even if you're a girl, by the way. If you're a woman and you think men are more beautiful than women, as a general rule, that's crazy. But it's like, we're beautiful and we have a beautiful message. The anti-Mormons are, we're ugly and we have an ugly message. Hello. Are you having a nice day today?
Yeah.
It's pretty beautiful outside. That's how I like to talk to strangers. I use the Gary Girardelli voice. Oh, hey. Hey, Alice. Hey. The thing is, you gotta remember, I'm 6'3". So, I don't know, like, actually, Gary Girardelli's wife, she's like, if I didn't know you, I'd be terrified of you. I'd be so scared. I was like, really? She's like, yeah. You look really scary. I was like, okay. That's valuable information. Forget. Oh, that story with the $100. I just kept thinking about that dopamine rush. But the deal was, I just gotta go back and play it. Wow, this is a big sin. Confessing sins brings great power. I don't have the chapter verse memorized for that one. Oh, and if I did, it would come to my mind more often. The license plates would say it. I'm a sinner. I need to memorize that chapter and verse, because it's one thing to know it. It's another thing to have it memorized. There's a difference. I'm running back to my childhood. Confessing your sins makes you childlike. It gets the sin debt off you. He's just like, listen, I can give you $100. I was like, no, I want to go back there. I wanted the dopamine more than the $100. She's like, really? Where's like Kenmont Park? It's kind of out of the way. It's like 20-minute drive. And it's like, or Boomers. So we get there. And it's packed. It's just packed. People don't care how expensive it is. They just want to have fun and blast off and do exactly what I wanted from that one song. That was my game right there, because I'm a musician. I played the violin in the Advanced Orchestra, and I was so good! Even though I was the second worst in the class, doesn't matter. Do you think people off the street can pick up that bow on that little... Violin is a brutal instrument. Good luck making that sound good. But when we unless we all play together. But I don't know. I think violin is but orchestra, yes. There's a difference between a violin and an orchestra. I don't even like. Well, anyways, I only played it because I scored high, and I didn't even score that high. The band. If you scored higher, I think you go into the band. Or if you score high, you get a pick, and then the leftovers go into the orchestra, and 70% have to go into the choir for a year. And they just and they sing, and then they move on with their life. Oh my gosh, Eric. I've been so obsessed with money my whole life because it's tied to it's like math. It's like plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus. And I feel like you're doing math, and I just love doing math. Third grade math. That's what money is. It goes, oh, math here, math there, math everywhere. And my friend Chris has the same money demon as me. The math demon. We got that third grade math demon. Sorry, I just thought of a funny video that I made. It's called Obamni Debate, and I edited it together to make it seem like they loved each other, and that they were agreeing with each other on everything. Yeah, we need a universal basic income. Need. We can afford it. And you know what universal basic income means? UBI? It means we love you because you're a human. Oh, I guess because you're American, but... I think we should UBI to the world. But the problem is, and I was talking to, I love going on tangents when I'm confessing my sins. And I hate going on tangents when I'm confessing other people's sins. Just stick to the point. Oh! But now that it's on me, it's like, let's slow down. Hold on. I mean, once it's on me, it's like, no. Oh, we're in this together. I'm a sinner too. There's worse ones, but let me finish it, okay? We get to the Boomers, and it's packed. Yeah, okay. And there was a massive line in the DDR, and I just didn't feel like it. It was just a nasty environment, and we walked around for a while, and then we left. I was like, yeah, it wasn't for us. And my dad, and then I was like, oh man, come on, Aaron. Oh. Come on, Eric. Get it out there. Oh, I said, this is so bad. At least I got the $100. What do you mean? I was like, well, I didn't play it. That's why I wanted to play. I wanted to go get the dopamine, and so I'll just take the $100. And yeah, the deal was I go there and I play the game, and he's like, but I just took you there. I was like, yeah, but it was packed. So you could see the tension here, but it's not really a spot where I get the $100. Does that make sense? But my dad is brilliant. He saw how ridiculous it was, but it was like so black and white. And for me, my perspective was so black and white. And Chris is such a black and white thinker. Sorry. Oh, I just had a macro thought. Okay, sorry. That was funny. It was some thought of it. Thought. Yeah. Okay. Okay, sorry. It was funny. I thought it was funny. oh, hold on. Oh. My dad's pissed. But he has a lot of self-control. And I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous to think that so I'm completely wrong here, just so we're clear here, but I'm trying to think, maybe we did argue a little bit, but I don't think so, that much. Well, we just went back and forth three or four times, and like, somehow we said, you know what, let's play foosball for it. And that was something we could both agree on, because even at the time I'm thinking, well, I guess that was half of it. His half was bringing it me, and then but his thing, but it was 100% on me to play the game when I was there. Yes, he agreed to bring me back, but I have to use my free will to play it. Okay, there's a guy in front of me with a mat, and he's connecting. He looks like he's praying, bowing down. Black socks coming back down. Now he's praying. He's kissing his hands here. I don't know what religion that is, but I could talk to him, or I could keep making this video. I gotta finish this. Oh yeah, the distraction is so tempting. Well, anyway, I already got the sin out of the way, but we agreed on a foosball game, which is based, and we're about we're about even in foosball, so that's fair, about 50-50, and so we'll play the foosball game. So we play foosball for the 100, and it's just different. He's playing a little bit different. It's like he's playing to win, and like he destroyed me, and it was he just kind of let his frustration out on the game, which is, there's nothing wrong. I mean, it looked like he was frustrated, but it was just him. It just, I don't know, it's my opinion. I'd be frustrated too if I was him, because it's so crazy that it's like going to court and you're 100% innocent and all that, and then you split. I don't know, and there's some split. Oh my gosh. I just had a flashback. Maybe my dad had a flashback. Sorry. I just thought about divorce courts. I saw this video on YouTube, and it was this guy and this girl getting divorced. All they were fighting about was who gets what toys. And it was like Happy Meal toys, too. And they're like, I get this one and you get this one. Because, we agreed to divorce. But the toys. Oh. Oh. Hmm. Wow. Really. I say these things in the name of Jesus Christ. Ouch. Huh?